Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing good today. In this video, we are going to discuss about the Ring of Solomon, one of the very special sign in palmistry. But before that, palmistry isn't a very straightforward only method to do fortune telling, but it's a language that communicates about your past, your present, and all the potential of the future. When you're reading a palm, it's like diving deep into reading a book wherein each chapter signifies a different story. Like each line, each symbol, each sign tells a different story. So, Ring of Solomon is one of the very rare sign which you might have, you might not have in your palm, and we will discuss that right now. Before that, hit the like button. Let me know you're watching this video, and new to the channel, consider subscribing it now. And let's dive deep into a very auspicious sign of Ring of Solomon. Before that, which hand are you looking at? Are you looking at the right hand or the left hand? Try to look at the dominant hand, the hand with which you write, you eat, you do the major actions, the major karmas. For example, if you write with your right hand, then right is your active hand, the dominant hand. If you write with the left hand becomes your dominant hand. All right. So look at the dominant hand and look at this sign if you have this sign in your palm. So you have this index finger, the first finger, the index finger. Below the index finger, if you have like a ring formation like this, or any line like this, which is going not horizontal, not vertical, but going in a slant way, that is the Ring of Solomon. Now, Ring of Solomon is very auspicious sign because it's connected with spiritual path, it's connected with your wisdom, a very matured personality, specifically the best time in life. We call it as the Bhagyoday. The rising sign is starts right at the age of like almost 16, because 16 is when Jupiter gets activated in life. That's the Bhagyoday time, the rising time, the prosperity time for every one of you. Now, the Ring of Solomon is not only associated with the Mount of Jupiter, but I have also noticed that if the Ring of Solomon is also below the ring finger or below the middle finger, that is also a very good sign. The more you have rings below the fingers, the better it is for you. But today's video we will discuss about just the this ring below the index finger. Now, the very first thing, such people from a very young age, like if you have this line below the index finger, such people get interested or inclined towards mystical world, occult science, astrology, palmistry, and they are the great healers. If you have this sign, you are one of the best healer in your family and within your friends. You can even do like Reiki healing or distant healing. This is a very spiritual sign. The second importance of this Ring of Solomon is that it is considered with Jupiter, the planet of wisdom. So your knowledge, your education becomes very good in life. Any sign, any symbol on the mount of Jupiter is connected with Jupiter, and Jupiter is one of the benefic planet in palmistry or astrology. Jupiter is one of the best. Guru means knowledge, wisdom. So such person are scholars, very learned personality. Specifically, if you have this ring below the index finger, comment below and let me know if you have that. Hit the like button. Let me know you're watching this video. Now, to add more special signs to this, if you have like double ring, like this one ring and one more line going in this way, like you have like two lines, two ring formation, that is considered as very auspicious. You are going to get very much well educated in life. So check this sign in your kids palm. If they have this line coming in over here in your kids line, then they will do good with their education, with their studies. So you have to be rest assured about their education, and they will be scholar in two different fields. Like for example, they would become an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer or a chartered accountant. Plus, there's one more line, which means that they would also have knowledge of something else. They would have a knowledge of music or knowledge of sports. Like their knowledge is not confined to just one field, but multiple fields. That's why we call it as this is the line of abundance. And abundance is related to knowledge. And whenever there is knowledge abundance, life is good. That's what I feel. Like any family, any family or any person's life has a good knowledge of abundance, then the life becomes really, really very good, because that's where the blessings coming in from the planet Jupiter starts and gets really activated. Imagine you have studied very well, you are in, you're well educated personality, and you are in a very good career position. That will indirectly give you a lot of money and a lot of abundance in life. But you're, for example, if someone is illiterate, no education, it becomes very difficult to have like a very settled career. It's not that illiteracy is connected with like money abundance. There are people who are illiterate, but still they are like earning a lot. They are millionaires, they are billionaires, but we have very limited set of people like that. But if you are like educated, very well educated, double line of ring of Solomon, then that's 100% guarantee that you will succeed in your career path and earn a lot of money. So wisdom, the flow of wisdom gets very good over here with this ring of Solomon. And also, what I have noticed is such people are very intuitive. Their guidance is one of the best guidance. So if you or anyone of you in your family has this line below the index finger, plus the index, plus the amount of Jupiter is little up, like fluffy or little padded, that's a sign that all your friends and family will come to you for guidance. You will help others, you will show the path, give guidance to other people, and they will be very successful with that. Many other people would take your help for their life, but when it comes to you getting help from them, they might not be very much helpful, because your aura, your power, or your problems in life is much bigger than them. So that's kind, I would say, a negative, not a very positive thing, that you might not achieve good support or good help from your friends or family, will never help you or support you. But you know who will support you, who will help you? What is Jupiter? Jupiter is Guru. Guru means your teacher, your mentor, your higher, spiritual teacher, or a guru whom you believe that, yeah, this person is your guru in life, or teacher. That's going to help you, will show you the guidance. That's why we see that, sometimes these lots of big billionaires, like I'm not talking about millionaire, like billionaires, who have thousands of people with them, working under them, great minds, great consultants with them, good family, but still, for a peace of mind, they might go to some guru or some spiritual leader to get that wisdom. I would like to give you one example over here. Have you heard about Steve Jobs? Have you heard about many other prominent big leaders? They have been to like spiritual places. For example, I was reading this article about Baba Neem Karoli. Baba Neem Karoli in India has there's a big ashram wherein this big spiritual, big billionaires and big business people visited their ashrams. Baba Neem Karoli in Kanchi Dham. It's, if you're in US or Canada, and if you don't know, you can Google about that. Like big people like Virat Kohli or Ambani or Steve Jobs or Bill Gates, They are visit to India, and learning more about spiritual path itself speaks a lot. That yes, that's an example wherein you have like great minds in your organization. If you have a problem, just talk to any consultant. But why a spiritual guru or a leader in a different country? Why? And the answer is the ring of Solomon. Such people have this ring, and when you are unable to get any help from other people, you might get help from a spiritual guru or a leader in life. So that's a very important factor to understand today, because guru is like a lamp which will always give you the guidance, the light in the right direction, will set your car exactly in the right GPS, right? When you're driving your car in unknown place and you're like putting your GPS, you have to put GPS because you're like driving in different city and you don't know the way, so you have to use GPS. And GPS sometimes it doesn't work in like mountain areas or some other places, but sometimes, many a times, it is the guiding factor for us to reach our destination, reach our the place where we want to reach. And GPS is actually not a very new concept. Yeah, GPS just came in last 10-15 years in our phones, but GPS was always running around in the world from thousands of years. And I call GPS as Guru Positioning System. So, Guru will position your life system in such a way that you're aligned your karmic path with your higher self. So, that's only possible with this, the line of, more active Jupiter. And check your birth chart. If Jupiter is in a very good position, if Jupiter is exalted in your birth charts, if Jupiter is with positive planets like Sun, Moon, Mars, then that's a very strong position of you to. And if in case in your birth chart, if Jupiter is retrograde, today Jupiter is retrograde in the sky till Feb, first week of Feb. So during this time, this is like a very good time for you to self realize, work on your knowledge, your wisdom. This is like a good time, I feel. And this is absolutely a very good time to make a new resolutions of life. Typically, we make new resolutions on Jan the 1st. Oh, new year, 1st Jan. From today, we will start new resolution. We'll quit these things. We'll start these things. But as per astrology or palm reading or your personal charts, new resolutions should start when there is new planetary transits happening in your life, when there is a new shift of planets or Mahadasha, Antardasha, which happens in your life. That's where you have to manifest things. That's the peak time, the time of cusp. For example, right now you're going through Rahu Dasha. Okay, Rahu Antardasha, and the Rahu Antardasha ends maybe this month. And this month, once the Rahu Antardasha ends, the next Antardasha starts is Jupiter, Guru. So from darkness to light, from depression to lots of prosperity and happiness. That's where the time is. And palm palm reading, astrology reading can really help you to understand, okay, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, right? How to identify which mahadasha are you going through in your life? Do you want to check through your palm? If yes, look at your active hand, your dominant hand, the hand with which you write or eat or do major things in your life. And in that palm, whichever mount is more bulged up and has more lines, that's the possible mahadasha is what you're going through right now. For example, if you have a lot of lines over here, that means your moon dasha is going on. If you have lot of lines in Venus, that means that your Venus mahadasha is going on. And I'm not sure if it's a coincidence or like I do consultations every day with a lot of people I meet. I consult. In the last couple of years, maximum uh, consultations with people when I check their Mahadasha, they are either going through the Venus Dasha or the Rahu Dasha or the Saturn Dasha or the Jupiter Dasha. But very less people have like Moon Dasha or Sun Dasha. Now, Sun Dasha, Mahadasha ends for only 6 years, and Moon is only for 10 years. So that could be a coincidence that people, because that's like that Dasha ends up very quickly. But that's very promising Dasha too, based on where your Sun or Moon is. So, yeah, lot of research going on around that time. Before I end this video, let me add few more things, and then I will check all your wonderful comments and messages coming in, which you're sending me below. And if you have any more questions or anything, you please do feel free to comment below, and I will check and get back to you. Hit the like button if you have not yet liked the button. I have recently done some videos on Instagram too. So in case if you are on Instagram, let's connect over there as well. Now, the last point which I wanted to discuss is people with this line over here has a lot of patience and understanding because Jupiter is a planet of having like a good understanding and good patience and is not very aggressive. So such people are never aggressive in life. Such people they take decisions very calculatively, very calculative, very thoughtful decisions in life and do very good. Each step of yours is connected with some logical factor. Each step, whatever you do in your life, you do with utmost care. You're like very careful. You're not risk taker. You are not foldedly doing. You're not blindly doing anything in life, right? So you have like very calculative decision making going around in life and a good leadership also. This line over here creates a lot of good leadership in a very powerful way. Like you will become a good leader, not in like politics, or I'm not talking about like the political leader. In generic, in your family, you're the leader. Your kids, your partner, your family members will listen to you, will look up to you. So you're a leader. At your workplace, everyone respects you. Everyone is looking for your point of view. You are a leader. In your community, you help, you do a lot of community services, you do a lot of volunteering with this sign. So you are a community leader. And if you have this sign and plus you have a big line below the ring finger, a big line below the ring finger and this line, then you are the national leader because the sun line will give you career in politics and government plus ring of Solomon. That means the nation is looking at you. And if you have certain more signs like good headline, good sunline, good headline, good mount of Jupiter, and ring of Solomon, then you become the world leader, wherein the world is looking at you. World is looking at. We have certain world leaders, right? Where world is looking at them, what they do, what they not do, like millions of followers in the world. So, are you a leader at a micro level, which is at your home, or in the apartment, in the building where you live, or in the community where you are, in the city where you are, in the state where you live, state or province, or the country, or the national or international? It all depends upon certain symbols and lines in the path. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed all your comments coming in. And quickly, let me take quick 5 minutes of time and let me see some of the comments. Since I'm live right now, I can just reply to your messages. So the first question is, yeah, the first question is that coming in from Nilesh. I have the line, but there is a circle in this line. Circle in this line. The heart line crossing it. There is a small circle in the intersection part. What does it mean? Just give me a second. All right, the heart line is crossing it. Yeah, the heart line crossing and touching the ring of Solomon and making a circle over there is a clear indication of you being very spiritual, very religious, and your heart, the emotion, the way your emotions flow is flowing towards the ring of Solomon. It's not going in any other direction. You would be a strong believer of some, you have like a some guru or some masculine divine power which you have in your life, which is very active. So that's a good one. X sign, yeah, X is good for spiritual paths. Any astrology or there's a question, how often is the consultation recommended? Once in a year, or if you have any specific questions which you want to know, or before taking a big decision in life, whether you're buying a house, you're buying a car, or you're just about to propose someone for a relationship, or you're getting into a relationship, whether that's a good time or not. During that time is typically the best time for having a palm read or checked your birth charts done. But if nothing is there, then typically once in a year astrological consultations are okay. That's good. Like not every week or not every month. Will never say I will never motivate for like every monthly consultations and stuff. But once in a year is okay. Like how you check your health, you go to doctor once in a year, full body blood checkup, just to check how's your health. So likewise, once in a year, a little spiritual guidance through astrology and palmistry, that should not hurt, right? There is a mole on the mount of moon as well. Mount of moon mole depends like how deep the moles are, because recently I had certain people showing the palm, and there are like different types of mole. One is since the birth, and one which occurs in the last couple of months. If you have a mole in your hand since your birth, then it's okay, then it's not a problem at all, then it doesn't indicate any health issues. But typically if you're getting like a black spot or a black mole, that could be a indication of some health issues. And there was a client of mine getting a mole right exactly on below the mount of Saturn, a slight, very small, like black mole, very small, very very small. And I told him, your calcium intake is very less. You are taking a lot of stress. You need to rejuvenate, relax yourself. Go for like a registered massage therapy, or get a Reiki healing, or just take a vacation. Like just take a long weekend and do what you love, eat, relax, and just stay stress free. And within 1 week, that small mole was gone. It was like very small, exactly like a very small dot. And within a week, it was gone. So sometimes the mole, they represent health issues, but sometimes they also represent like big luck, big fortunes, like suddenly winning big lottery ticket, or suddenly getting bad dreams in the night time, depending where exactly the mole is. And with this reminds me, that's a very great topic, and I should do a video on moles in palm. I think I have never done a video on moles in palmistry. So let's do the next video coming up very soon, moles in palmistry. Till that time, hit the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and I'll see you very soon on Instagram too. Take care. Bye.